Hey y'all, welcome to this SMO any percent tournament match for Division B. We have ShewnaEthan versus Maxsterious. We have Seed 14 versus Seed 6. ShewnaEthan's PB is 103.08, and Maxsterious's PB is 103.59. I'm Oracle Guitarist. I'll be commentating. We had Salmon on the restream. Alright, we should be able to get started in just a minute here. Alrighty. Alright, both runners. Now I'm going to start off in Cap Kingdom here. Yeah, I should mention that this is a pre-recorded race from Max. So Shewna is racing against a run that Max has already completed. Alright, Salt starts capping him so far in the first person strat on the bridge. I believe that player said that he did have some sort of streamed on some sort of non-affiliate Twitch account, and someone was watching at some point, or the VOD was just saved. Okay, both runners often do right side. We're going the 2-second time save that you can get from left side. Yeah, Lucine, I believe it was. Okay. Looks like you can get the... I missed the exact split times for Cap Kingdom. Even got a 225. Looks like Max is not too far behind. Or Max might be ahead by a second or so. And 2.5x for both runners in Cap Kingdom. That's a nice player set. I've been enjoying it. For both runners. I'm gonna do Dino Skip. Yeah, Max might be ahead by about a half a second, looks like to me. And I guess just in that movement, Ethan climbed to like just a fraction of a second of the lead here. Very solid start to the game for both runners, both hitting Dino Skip very cleanly. little bit of a slower first phase on Mountain Brood for Maxsterious. That's a very nice player set. Okay, yeah, so ShewnaEthan, just with the faster first phase of Mounting Brood, ahead by maybe 2 or 3 seconds. It's like a second and a half, just barely short of 2 seconds. What's up, Dr. Pepper? Yeah, we do have a rare runner who does not have a capture card. Ethan having to take a bit of a wall jump there, but it looks like Max had a bit of a slow moon grab. So it remains about... No, I think Max globed about just half a second before Ethan there. Yes, it does look like he is ahead by literally half a second. Yeah, Ethan getting a 542 exit, I can see. Yeah, he missed the spin throw on the globe just a little bit. So Max probably in this recorded race got maybe a lower 542. Don't think the time on screen is fully accurate, but it's maybe a second or two off compared to what I can see on the run. Okay, I do know that Max does not do DSTA in his PB. So I'm not sure if he will be doing that in this run. I did see Ethan set up the timer for the clock on the Switch. Yeah, so Max is just either going to go for Tomchi route or maybe he'll cook up some weird route without DSTA. Does have a bit of a slow bird grab there, but maybe kind of hard to tell where exactly like the time difference is. Yeah, he does. You've seen. So Max will be grabbing Dune Moon just ahead right here. Let's see if he does regular Tomchi route or just something different as than entering employees only. Max showing off the Sandfire, getting some extra speed by running at full speed with Mario. No, it doesn't because... no, it doesn't, Pepper, because you are essentially limited on the... it limits the time, and it bases it on the Switch's clock. So... Okay, Max going for Dram. And it looks like he missed it there. Having some trouble getting up on the icicle as well. See if he can keep the bullet bill alive and have a good backup here. I'll accidentally close the stream for a second. Then missing Dram as well. And having quite a lot of trouble getting up on the icicle, having to go for backup on these stairs. Having some trouble getting the Crate Moon as well, as Max, showing off the different route, is going to be headed over to Luggage Moon. So I'm assuming that this will be the regular Tomchi route. He's going to enter Flowing Sands. Get that moon. So yeah, Max gonna come out here and they should be about the same, well, yeah, they are at the same moon count now, so I believe the rest of the route will be the same since Ethan's not going for Black Clip, and if I'm right here, then Ethan is ahead by just a couple seconds. Max misses the Bullet Bill. Yeah, Ethan probably lost about 10 seconds on the bullet on the drum movement, but he's still ahead by a couple. So DSTA should save, I guess, around a little over 10, maybe 11 or 12. Obviously, it's not perfect timing with the just from a random run, but yeah, Shewna will be heading off to Oasis. Yeah, both runners still neck and neck here at the start of the race. See if either of them go for one spin throw notes. I haven't seen too many people attempting it. Ooh, yeah, Ethan having some trouble with the notes. Getting an MCCT there. Max does it pretty cleanly in 2 spin throws. Yeah, I don't know, Lucine. I've heard so many different figures for DSTA that I kind of give up at this point. I can tell you guys. Got an 11:03 exit. And Max just about 6 seconds behind. Both runners head off to Lake. Do not believe either runner will go for Lake Clip, but I could be wrong. Ethan getting that spin pound at the start of Lake Kingdom, saving a bit of time. Max hits it as well. That spin pound can be a little tricky to time because you have to buffer it during one of those during one of the cutscenes as you're mashing. Yes, his face cam is pretty fire. Ethan gonna opt not to do Lake Clip here. Only saves about 7. Max as well. Just gonna go to the fish and do Rango route. Pretty clean entry into the Rango route, into the Rango route. Well, I know the lowest seed into Division A is Maxsterious as a high 100. Yeah, Max with pretty clean Rango fight as well. Get a 14:01 exit, I believe, from Max. Yeah, that's probably no underestimate. About 14:10-ish. Might be like 10 seconds off. Ethan getting around 14:02. I guess I'd... Yeah, alright. I get what you're saying this game. God. I don't know if I've been looking too much at the strat consistency portion of the sheet because I just haven't had any reason to during commentary, but I guess you could be saying that there's just a wider variety of going for difficult strats. Yeah, both runners coming into wooded. I understand the scene. I believe Ethan does go for a tree route, at least in runs, and Max does as well. So we'll be seeing the fastest wood route from both runners, just absent of any crazy triple clips. It looks like he has some trouble with the spin pound angle there. Still gets decent movement up to the uproot. Max gonna opt to not go for tree route here. So my bad there. We'll just do regular story and moon route, it seems. And it looks like that nut clip should work just fine. Hey, Ethan having a lot of trouble getting up to this moon. Tucked away inside the tunnel. Max having to... Yeah. Oh, he barely clips back in bounds. And is gonna opt to go all the way back to the tree. So that should be a lot of time saves if Ethan can finish up the rest of this out of bounds, and he does just fine. Having some trouble getting up the ramp though, as now Max gonna have to go back to where he clipped back in. I think he had a bad wall jump at first, then wall jump to the correct spot. Like he redid the wall jump, went to the correct spot, but then fell down and just barely goes too far in bounds. So Max is going to have to collect the story moon since he missed the moon out of bounds. Nice roll cancel out of the maze there from ShewnaEthan. Clicks that checkpoint to be safe. Takes some damage on the poison. You do die to FRS on tree route. Oh yeah, Max is going to fall straight into deep woods. Misses the spin pound. And is going to have a really bad dive angle. And have no way of saving it. As Ethan gets FRS and collects nut on the crumbling tower. Let's see if Max will opt to get any moons here. It looks like he's just going to plant the seed. I'm not sure where this one will take him to, if it's the correct one. Because I guess ideally he'd want to spawn near, it would ideally be where, Talk To is. He's going to spawn over by the tree moon. I think it probably would have just been faster for him to go the other way around. I'm not too sure, as Ethan is going to finish up the Spiritless movement here. Yeah, I don't think it's faster for him to go all the way up the ramp. Probably should have just went like the KFR way, because this looks like it's taking him quite a long time to get back to the Piranha. He has to hit the Piranha and still get dead end. So that's minutes time loss here in Wooded Kingdom. Ethan can get good foot pipes. Looks like the start to the first spin was very good. gets a very good pipe cycle there. Should be getting a solid wooded exit. Max finally is able to collect the Story Moon. Ethan getting a 1937 wooded exit. Still with looking at a low 102 BPT. Finally entering tower and wooded. Already minutes behind because of the falling into deep woods. Yeah, it should be like almost 2 minutes behind about. And missing talking to as well as he's trying to land. Ethan having the second pass out here and he gets it. Now setting up for the third fast out with the damage boost. Clean Cloud Kingdom, not too much went wrong at all. Max missing the entrance into the pipe. Lots and lots of time loss on top of what's already happened. Yeah, Max gonna be over 2 minutes behind because Ethan got a 1936 exit. Ethan setting up Mean Tree here. Yeah, gets it just fine. Pretty safe but clean movement, I would say. Come back. Solid 2 minutes and 20 seconds behind Ethan out of Wooded Kingdom. Ooh, looks like that was a scary time angle from Ethan. Almost missing Cappy on the cap bounce as well and taking damage from that Tropical Wiggler. Taking a little damage boost from the torpedo, but not a ton of time lost because he did get them into spawn. Max able to get the second fouls out of there. Ethan opted not to go for cage triple, doing the safer but not much slower stone cage moon. Shewna got a pretty bad angle with that up throw and is not able to stay alive, but only loses about 2 seconds to die. Plus 20 on PB, very nice. We're looking at 102.42 BPT into Night Metro. Max entering Lost Kingdom here. Cheap there, and sets up that cat bounce very nicely. Taking a rainbow spin, but hopefully able to stay on this ledge with the butterfly. Okay. Narrowly avoided a death there. Oh. He regrabs the pole here. I think that this is going to klepto him, yes. When you grab that pole and then touch a spot that's normally safe, when you grab that pole, it, like, puts the klepto trigger, like, yeah, all around the kingdom, basically. I would know that from experience, which is not fun. I don't know why the klepto trigger really works like that. And Max is gonna lose another minute to where he's already behind, just having to get klepto back. Ethan has a pretty solid City Hall. Come up to the long jump across. Yeah, Max had to backtrack with moons as well, since he got kleptoed in a pretty awkward place. Has the torpedo steal Cappy? Because he did a spin throw, I guess? And misses the torpedo with Cappy again. Twice, 3 times, 4 times. It's not a very fun lot. Oh, and the torpedo misses the block too. And takes a death at the end, trying to get across the stone cage. So it's a pre-recorded run, but I guess it's a DNF. Okay. That's interesting. Well, GG's ShewnaEthan. To be honest, had that happen in Lost Kingdom, I probably would do the same thing, so I don't blame him. But we can see how Shewna does for the rest of this run. His PPT at a Night Metro is still a high 102. Alright, now I only have to focus on one screen, I guess. Getting a nice setup on the Metro. Well, had a bit of a ledge grab, but didn't lose too much time. I've gone for a scoop clip. And he gets it with a bit of a setup, but does well. Should be able to get this pole dram. Playing a little too far on the bench, and has to read it, set up to talk to the man and get the moon. Sorry, I was gone for just 1 second. But, Ethan opted to do the musician's route in Day Metro. See what kind of second half you would need. PB probably isn't super likely, given that his BBT is already 1024x. It might still be technically possible at Day Metro though, as he, right as I say that, okay. That's just a tiny bit of a time loss, missing the triple jump, but gets a very good backup. Either way, he's going to have to play extremely well to PB here. My gosh. He moved the moon on screen, but dived a little too low, I guess, and was not able to hit the trigger. That is very odd. I don't know if he just didn't move the camera down fast enough, or just that he dived too low for the moon. That is really weird, because usually when that moon is on screen, when you have that moon on screen for a second, it should be able to be collected. A bit of a couple unfortunate time losses here. As Ethan's gonna finish up People's Room. Time to pause on screen, but 3147 name outro exit from Ethan. So PB is technically alive, but it would be extremely hard. So maybe more hopefully you can finish up a 103. Get a pretty good start to Snow Kingdom. Into variations as well, gets the roll cancel into the ground pound. Certainly expecting. Okay. Well, just about to say that looks like Ethan will actually not be going for Snowdrum this run. I do think he goes for it normally. Or maybe I'm crazy. So he's going to not go for Snowdrum. But not as common at a 103 level to skip out on. Kind of interested because it was just barely a PBable run, so maybe he would have had a better chance PBing if he went for it, but just opts not to. Though it also makes sense if he just didn't care about PBing if it was not really that likely anyway. Yeah, has a bit of trouble getting up to the ground pound moon here in Poison Room. Yeah, makes sense, Ethan. Missing the fast pipe entry. Taking a bit of damage to the Goombas as well. Yeah, it looks like his stream is lagging on my end just a little bit, but he fished it up Goomba Room here. And we'll see him enter Rango and finish off the Kingdom. So even with a bit of slowdowns, getting a 36 4x exit out of 3646 exit out of Snow. Still looking on a low 103 BBTs. BBT is now tied with his PB. So Snow Kingdom was a 501, or no, actually a 459. So yeah, I was honestly expecting it to be quite lower. Like that beats my gold, even with quite a few slip ups. Bit of trouble getting up to the ledge to set up this first moon. Ooh, having quite a high bonk and taking damage to Goombas. And now on his third attempt to grab this moon. Finally able to get it. Having quite a rough start to Seaside, failing Ride the Jet Stream and the first moon quite a few times here. And he falls all the way down right under the moon as well. Yeah, probably about 25 seconds of time loss there in the before he even gets the water in Seaside. So now PB is like just completely dead. Technically, it was 2 seconds behind PB, so it would have been an extremely copium pacer, but like I said, even out of like 9 Metro PB was not like super likely. Well, probably more so Day Metro because he still had 1 and 2 BPT, but took quite a bit of time lost in Day Metro. Probably almost 20 seconds to gold. See him get to Fish Clip here. Okay, thankfully the water section of Seaside not looking too bad for ShewnaEthan. It's like just using the spin throw there as well. So he's saying it was 35 seconds to gold. Yeah. Now looking at 103 4x BPT, I thought that it maybe could have been a little less time loss, but you know, just a lot of mess ups in that beginning. So 103 would probably be pretty difficult. Certainly possible. If we'll go for Salt Triple or not. It stops to do this jump, which is only about 2 seconds slower. A bit of a bonk into that, man. I don't think I've ever seen someone do that. Just a little bit of trouble getting into Spirit, but not too much time loss. Ooh, right as I say that, got the roll cancel at the end, but died a little late. So he's going to also take a damage refill at the end of the Spirit fight. Does try to get the heart. Yeah, that'll offset the damage refill pretty well. Alright, smart strats, smart strats. So now we'll only just lose, like, say 5 or 6 seconds to falling down before entering Arena. Alright, good Magma Room. Let's get this exit cleanly. Yeah, nice roll cancel out the door. Bit of trouble landing on that texture of long jump across here. And get this ground pound in. That's not Magma Room? Well, isn't it called, like, isn't the moon called, like, Corner of the Magma Swamp? Or am I crazy? I believe. Well, I mean, I'm not going to call it Charred Sub-Area if we... I mean, I'm not going to call it Charred Sub-Area if we don't get the shardsman in it, unless you're playing 2P. Nice roll cancel over there to the Pobu as well. Like, it's not my fault that Nintendo didn't name the sub-areas anything. Well, they both have... I mean, they both have magma in them, I don't know. I'm, like, literally sure they'd call it the moons, like, Magma Swamp, like, I don't know. I don't know what the moons are called for, Sub-Area Spiritless. I doubt that it's, has magma in the name, I think. I'd have to look, I'm not the best on, like, all the moons. I don't even know all the moons in 8%. I'm a big fraud, so Ethan gotta get Potabu Movement as well as Cheese one pretty well. Yeah, still pretty close to gold despite losing a bit of time entering Spirit. Alright, Ethan, gonna finish up the back half of Luncheon. Just setting up the vault here from the torch. Yeah, Magma Swamp is the sub-area with the shards in it, but I don't know any of the names of... Oh, it did gold. Ooh, very nice from Ethan. A Magma Swamp floating and sinking. Yeah, but I don't know what the one in the... I don't know what the one in Spiritless is called. Is it Magma Crossing? Is the Magma Crossing the one in the Spiritless route? I guess so. Alright. Ethan, Fun Fact does have a 315 Ruined Gold on physical, so now I feel like I have something to say in Ruined. Because that is, if it were on digital, it would be a high 313. For some reason, digital saves like a lot more in Ruin than most kingdoms. Most kingdoms, it's like a half second. Cap, Ruin and Moon are all about the same. A second and a half. Yeah, you can see he has quite cleaner movement that I definitely see at his most other runners at his skill level. Best Night Metro and Luncheon and Best Night Metro and Luncheon Division B. That's very nice. I'm surprised maybe he's getting the best Ruin as well. He might be just at disadvantage being on physical to someone like Bella. Yeah, with a Gold Luncheon, Solid Ruin, Ethan, maybe he will touch up the 103 here. You already have Rent. Very nice. Yeah, still 103.43 BPT, so good BM will be necessary, but still fairly likely. Though falling off mech could certainly kill 103 pretty easily. I do believe Ethan will go for Bird Jam here. That would be my bet. Just given the strats that he goes for. Yes, so he's going to capture the Pokemon and Pokio and get them in behind this wall. Looks like that definitely should work. So clean start to bunnies, and this will mean that in Max Play will not have to go for blind jump as well. It certainly makes the movement start a little easier. Bit of trouble getting on top of that ogre. Let's see how charge will go for Ethan here. Max is so bad at Pokemon Chrono. To be fair, if I were in his position, I probably would have DNF'd as well. Because he was going to lose, like, he had already fell into, he had fallen into Deep Woods, and then got kleptoed, and then died a couple times and lost. So it was like a mid-21 wooded exit, I believe. Yeah, a 21 wooded exit. Well, Deep Woods loses about, loses like 2 minutes if you don't like exit it properly or like go for any moons down there. Ethan also opting not to go for Bowser Dram. And we'll just have Bunny Spites here. Finish us off for the split. Going to be going for Topper first. Controversial decision. I would say Bowser Dram is... and even out of 1 and 3, it's probably not the most insane strat to go for. I mean, it's certainly easier than, like, Zarbomba. I'd even say it's easier than, like, the regular sand dram, honestly. It's kind of funny, because the dram in sand is probably, like, basically the hardest dram in the game. The ones in Metro are pretty easy. Well, I mean, the hardest one's probably, like, Zipper Dram. Also, Ethan showing off the, the first-person parry strats. Oh my god, I barely looked away for a second and did not notice he actually attempted Sarabamba. I mean, I'd say Bowser Dram is easier. I've personally done Bowser Dram quite a few times. Let's see what his BBT here is. Exiting Bunny is 103.51. So, hopefully, Bro 103's this. No crates, no blind jump, so there's not as much risk at the start here. Okay. Clean movement up to that Pokio. Now we'll do the climb and be able to go to Mac. Oop, looks like stream's lagging just a little bit. But Shewna coming up to the mech fight. Possible 103 pace. It's a pretty clean first hit on Rango. Setting up proper acquired, it looks like. Ooh. Looks like he missed the cap bounce and landed near Spewart. But thankfully just a couple seconds. Let's see if he will go for target acquired here. Will gets spin pound on Harriet. And gets target acquired. Let's see what kind of moon he will need for L103 if it's still possible. I believe it still will be. Well, I mean, the scene, like, it's not Gory Topper. Like, Gory Topper is where you cap bounce all the way to that platform. And, like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to call it then. I would call it, I mean, I guess I'd just call it Gory Topper then. I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess it's Gory Topper when you land on the platform, and Topper acquired when you land on the bubble, but, like, people have a lot of different setups. Like, some people, they'll backflip after hitting Rango on the platform beside him, but that's usually the setup for Topper acquired. Like, for Gory Topper, you'd usually, like, cap bounce all the way to the platform next to Topper. So, I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to define it by the spin pound, then go ahead. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that the time. I don't think that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. If I see people backflip off the Rango platform, I'm just calling it dirty. I'm just calling it top required, even if it's wrong. I've literally seen people with, like, 58, like, mix the two strats up, so... Yeah, but he did a setup that most people don't do for Gory Topper, so I don't know if it still saves the if you. I guess you need to spin down on the bubble directly to actually save the time, but I don't really know how much it saves. It's like 0.8 probably. With a pretty solid start to make an Indian, need a 522, get 103. Um, yeah, 103.56 BPT here. Yeah, that's fairly seen. I find more like traditional setup where you cap bounce just straight to the platform next to him a little easier, but alright. See if we can nail these fast sats in Bowser. To on the second phase quite cleanly. Now just move on to the third phase. And we can see what kind of escape you would need. Okay, gets the third fast hat on Bowser just fine. Gonna need a 206 escape, or actually a 205. 103. Fairly difficult. I mean, not. It's not free, but it's yeah, it's certainly possible, but I'm not sure if I'd bank on it or not. We can get 2D skip well. And coming up to 2D section. Okay, yeah, a bit of lag on the stream, but Ethan gets 2D skip. I'm not sure if I'll be able to tell what pillars he needs, just based on the fact the stream's a little laggy. Okay. $57 pillars. He's like a low 57. Let's get a 103 here. Hurts to get a 103. Streamlining quite a lot, but first pillar looked like it was good. Yeah, I don't know what it's like on Twitch, but it looks like the stream is just stuttering quite a lot. Good third pillar as well. He sets up this third pillar pretty nicely. Is it a 59? I think this is a 59. F50, 103.59. 103.59. So it gets 56 pillars and pushes it out. Alright. GG to ShewnaEthan. We'll be moving on. Yeah, he did end up tying Max's PB, so even if Max did finish, pretty unlikely that he would have won here. And it looks like Shewna is wanting to do an interview. Dragged in here just a second. Um, yeah, Shewna dragged into the commentary booth for an interview. Mm-mm. Yeah. Hello, Ethan. GG
Uh,
on coaching up the 103 there at the end. How do you feel about the run?
I feel pretty good about it. It's my fourth 103, so that's nice. Second non PB for 103. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Other than like Seaside and Metro, I'm pretty happy with that for a race.
Yeah, I
Uh,
believe it. Yeah. You said you lost like
'Cause-
30, 35 in Seaside, and it looked like to be
yeah,
about 20 in Metro.
I was plus 18 out of night. I actually saved 2 seconds over my PB there, and then
Mm-hmm.
I went to plus 34 at a day. And
Mm-hmm.
then that stayed in snow because I basically tied what I got my PB, and then to
Mm-hmm.
plus 104 because my PB lost like five ish in Seaside.
Yeah.
And then this LRBM is pretty good.
Yeah. Speaking of snow,
Uh,
I was pretty surprised that you got it was like a 459 snow without snow tram, and you had quite a lot of mistakes and like took damage in Goomba Room and had just a bit of a sloppy poison room as well.
yeah. I think my gold can go down by a few seconds because I've been ahead of it by like 3, 4 ish in
Yeah.
sorry, in Poison Room in the moon. I've been like 3 ahead.
Yeah. Sounds like if you do add Snow Dram soon, you could be like talking about already getting like a low 4x gold, which would just be insane.
Yeah. So I saved 15 over my PB uh in Mech and Moon alone. So
Mhm. Yeah, even with the bit of a mess up on hitting Topper.
yeah, I saved 4 still because I messed up the Pokio climb in my PB and that lost quite a bit. And messing up Topper, I don't think actually lost that much just because the mech was really close to the wall, so it didn't have to run
Mhm.
as much.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So, well, what was your sand as well? Because I know that was the only part of
Oh,
early game that
and
seemed
oh yeah,
it
that
was a
lost 20
1103.
to my PB.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
that was 521. So
Yeah.
not the best. So
Less of
three really bad splits being
yeah,
Sand, Day Metro, and Seaside. If those were good, this could have PB'd. Those are
yeah, for
like the
sure.
only yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that's just about it for that run. You did end up golding luncheon as well. That's probably the last thing I
Yeah,
mentioned. And
and I was like +7 out of Spewart and
mhm.
+3 out of Forks because my gold loses a bunch at the end. So
Okay. Well, ShewnaEthan will be moving on to the next round of Division B, and we will have another race coming up here, just 20 minutes or so. With
Good luck to Arcani and Wizard. I think Wizard's pre-recorded.
yeah, and I will be commentating that one, and Salmon will be our restreamer, so we will be able to just keep live and set everything up, and we should be ready to go.
I think because of bronze matches after the quarterfinals, you get 2 more matches because if you lose the semifinal, you go to the bronze match.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So we will have a
So,
third place for each division, I suppose.
yeah, so I have 2 more matches guaranteed. It just is a matter of if I'm going to the finals or just bronze.
Oh, no one's up. Well, yeah, no one's updated this bracket. You're going to be playing Cobra.
Yeah,
No one's
I
updated the
heard about
bracket. It's
that.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I kept checking that to see if they were actually updating it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I gotta go. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so like I
All right,
said, good
well,
luck to the
enjoy dinner.
Arcani, I guess, because Wizard, I already know I saw his pre-recorded run.
Mm-hmm.
But good luck to Arcani. I won't spoil it though.
All right. Okay, guys. Be back here for the next race in just about 20 minutes, so stick around. And thanks, Sam, for restreaming. See you guys in a bit.